Listen up, there are producers making tens of thousands of dollars off ad revenue alone by just posting their beats on YouTube. In this video, I'll go over the full blueprint on how you can get started with this business, and by the end of this video, you will learn 3 strategies that will help you excel in this game on top of the blueprint, which nobody has ever talked about on YouTube. So, with that being said, let's begin. Now, if you have no idea how posting beats on YouTube works, essentially it's a daily grind of posting SEO optimized content, which in this case, the content is beats. These beats in particular are what we call type beats, and tens of millions of people are searching for type beats every single month. And people search for any artist type beat. It's not like they just search for type beat alone. No, they search for Drake type beat, Lil Baby type beat, Kanye West type beat, or even Ice Spice type beats. Any artist you can think of, you name it, there's a market for it. So what us producers do is we make a beat that, say, Drake for example would fit well on, and then we title it a Drake type beat. Now, if all of this information is way too basic for you, don't worry. I'm going to get into more of the technical side of things in just a minute. Now, for descriptions, we have a purchase link where the artist can purchase the beat that they're watching. And that's when you now get into the online beat selling space. So this business model allows us to get paid to promote our product. Since, yeah, we sell the beats, but we're also making a lot of money from the YouTube ad revenue, which is a lot more than you might think. Now, if you have no idea how to make beats or how to even get started with that, there are many tutorials out on YouTube to learn the skill. But I assume the majority of you are already producers if you're watching this type of content. Now, in order to get good results, you will need to have good beats. In 2024, you can't get away with mediocre beats. Like, I'm sorry, but you just can't. And nowadays, it's easier than ever to learn music production and get good at it. So there's absolutely no excuses to have bad beats. If you're still pretty rusty though, don't worry, just keep grinding. Take the time to master your craft and enjoy the process. Now, I think it'd be good for me to just go on my computer and show you some of the results that I've been able to achieve with posting my beats on YouTube. That way you can actually see what's possible and take some notes out of my playbook. So let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of my type beat channels. I have 829 uploads on this channel, and as you can see, everything looks super professional, right? We have our logo, it's consistent. This channel has 53,000 subscribers and in total has 27.5 roughly million views. I started this channel December 19th, 2021, so honestly not that long ago. And as you can see, everything's consistent, right? All the domains are consistent and it just looks professional, right? So that's one thing I can recommend to you is making a logo, right? Spending the money and spending the time to really craft up a good logo, because that's one of the best investments you can make since it's really everyone's first impression of you. And yeah, so as you can see, we have a lot of results here. We have millions of views to look at, and a lot of these keywords were relatively smaller keywords, right? So what I mean by this is, you know, there's big keywords like Drake or Travis Scott, Kanye West, or, you know, just some of the bigger names in the industry. But a lot of these keywords that I used to get millions of views were relatively smaller artists. And that's one thing I can recommend is kind of going for people who are getting searched, but also not everybody is posting on, right? You kind of want to find a little pocket to tap into. And that's exactly what I did, right? I was one of the first people to really hop on the Big Scar type beat wave, right? And just Big Scar in general when he was coming up more. And that got me to get a lot of views on this keyword. So I milked it for sure, right? I literally, all of these top beats, every single one is a Big Scar beat. The only time it's not a Big Scar beat is right around here. Rack Baby sample type beat, that's 300,000 views. That was 6 months ago, but that keyword I tapped into later once my channel was already at like 40,000 subscribers. So the whole way up, I did Big Scar, Big Scar, Big Scar. You know, I would sprinkle in Pooh Shiesty or Big 30 or some keywords that are related to the artist, right? You don't want to do Drake x Ariana Grande type beat because that doesn't really fit. You'd probably want to do Drake x Travis Scott type beat or Drake x Lil Baby type beat or just Drake type beat in general. But you know, that you kind of want to just make it make sense, right? That's really the key. And also, if you can tell, like, my thumbnails here are more related to what the artists rap about, right? Pooh Shiesty, what is he known for? He's known for ski max. So, like, you know, he's known for sliding or guns and stuff like that. So I kind of match the theme, you know what I'm saying? So everything is all kind of pieced together nicely as far as the packaging goes, which then when I go into the beat, you know, that's I designed the beat to do well for YouTube. And what I mean by this is if I make a beat, I'm making it for as if someone's freestyling to it. So I'm not putting a million different switch ups in it. I'm not making it the most insane complex beat ever, because If someone's just freestyling on a beat and trying to catch a vibe, they're not gonna really want crazy switch ups, you know? They want something they can flow on and find a flow on, right? So I make videos that are designed for the algorithm, and that's really how you're gonna get the most results. So yeah, some of these videos were a year ago, some of these videos were 2 years ago, and a lot of these videos that I posted a long time ago still get views to this day. Which brings me into my next point. You know, at the beginning I mentioned that these are all SEO optimized videos. So what that means is these videos, they don't just get views for 5 days. You know, they get views for months and months or years, right? A lot of these videos, they got an extra million views like way later. And if we look at this beat, for example, I'll pull up the analytics for it. This beat actually got 500,000 views very quickly, right? In the first 2 months, it got 500,000 views, but then it kind of started to flatline over the months. So by the time, you know, April, that's when it was at 500,000, and then it stayed at 500,000 until October, right? And then all of a sudden, that's when it got another million views, right, over time. And this beat still gets views to this day. So that's what I'm saying, is like these videos blow up and they get views over time. And even if they don't blow up, if you have 1,000 videos that get 50 views every day, now you have 50,000 views a day, right? With this game, it's all about volume. You know, how much volume, how much input are you putting out, and then you get the output, right? It's all about the input. So the input is how much videos are you putting out, right? Are you putting out 10 videos a week, or are you putting out 1 video a week? The person who's putting out 10 videos a week while still having even better quality than the person doing 1 video a week will get way more results, obviously, because this is a volume-based game. And you know, this is just one video that I posted and it made me $3,000 off AdSense alone, right? If we look at my biggest video, you know, I posted this video April 9th, 2023, right? If we look at the very start, April 9th, 2023, this video still gets thousands of views, right? I mean, this is an evergreen, these are evergreen videos. So that's how I'm able, right? This has 2 million views, okay, on a beat, a freestyle type of beat. Like this has 2 million views. Okay, these are rapper numbers. These are like music video numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I gained 4,000 subs off this video. I made $4,300. And in the last week, you know, this video made me $33, right? Just one video made me $33 in the last week. So you can kind of see how, okay, if I have hundreds of videos, then now this starts to add up. Now, mind you, I didn't start to achieve results like this until I got good at making beats. I started that channel December 19th, 2021. But I started making beats in like 2019, 2020. You know, it took about a good 2 years to actually get decent, to get good enough to get numbers like that. So this isn't like a get rich quick scheme. You know, if you're down for the craft and you're down to actually study the game and face some of the challenges that you will face with this, then yeah, you will do good at this. Like if I was able to do this while I was in high school. So you can do good at this if you actually are down for what's to come with it, right? So if you don't actually want to learn how to get good at making beats and you're simply doing this for the money, then this just won't work for you. You have to actually enjoy the craft. Now, let's say you've created a beat and now you want to upload it on YouTube. Well, you'll either need to use Tunes to Tube or CapCut or any type of free video editor. You could even just use iMovie on your phone or Mac. With this type of content, you can literally get away with using a free video editing software, since all we're doing is just putting a picture alongside an instrumental. We don't need to do any crazy Mr. Beast edits. With this style of content, it's all about the music. Now, before you upload, you need to actually understand how the algorithm works. So let me show you real quick a diagram that I put together for you today to help you better understand how the algorithm actually works. So as you can see, this is just my diagram that I put together. It might not be the prettiest, but hopefully this will help you get a better understanding of how the algorithm works. So here we have the algorithm, right? And inside the algorithm, we have multiple other algorithms. So what I mean by this is, yeah, if you're posting a certain type of beat, maybe you want to make, you know, you want to make hard trap beats, right? So then you have to take a look at this diagram, which is, here we have the hood algorithm, is what I call it, which essentially is just more what kind of the algorithm I went for, which is, you know, splurge type beats, big scar type beats, Pooh Shiesty, Nardo Wick, that the more dark you know, gun violence. That type of niche is pretty popular on YouTube. So that's an algorithm in itself though. And what I mean by this is, if you take a look at all the thumbnails that have millions of views in this niche, all of the thumbnails all look like this, right? They have the black bars, they have the gun in the thumbnail, or someone smoking, right? As you can see, like, it's all a similar type of picture. Now, the reason why I say this is because YouTube actually looks for that. They look for a picture that is similar to the other picture that someone clicked on. Like let's say you click on a Big Scar type beat that has someone holding a gun, right? Someone smoking in the picture. So what YouTube would do is take a beat that also has a picture very similar to that, and also has a similar style of beat. They'll recommend it alongside the other beat that has the same similar style of picture. So the picture on the thumbnail matters, right? If you want to get alongside other videos who are also popping, right? The only reason why you want to post pictures like this is because you get recommended alongside other pictures like this. And pictures like this with beats in this style get millions of views. So you increase your chances of getting millions of views, is what I'm saying. You know, you could post a Big Scar type beat or a Splurge type beat and do a thumbnail that's more like this, and the video would flop because it's not for that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So this is really more important than you think. And this is a real YouTube sauce right here. No one's gonna give you this. But then we have the R&B algorithm, right? So, you know, R&B type beat, trap soul type beat, Brent Fayez type beat, you know, the R&B keywords. All the thumbnails also have black bars, and all the thumbnails, notice how these thumbnails look very similar, right? Mind you, this video right here has almost 6 million views. This video here has 1 million views, and this video has like 2.5 million. So all these thumbnails have millions of views, but they were created by channels who started out from zero as well, right? No one's special. So what I'm saying is, the people that created these channels and created these videos knew that, okay, the algorithm for that already exists. When someone clicks on a video like this, there's going to be videos that get recommended alongside of it that are just like it, because YouTube wants to keep the viewer on the platform, right? They're not going to recommend someone a country type beat or a Pooh Shiesty type beat next to an R&B type beat, because that's not what someone that would want a video like this, they wouldn't want to watch a Pooh Shiesty type beat. So when you understand this and you're like, okay, I'm going to play to the game and also do my pictures like this, also do my thumbnails with the black bars, and really play to the game what's working, I'll get inside of the R&B algorithm very quickly. Then, you know, we have the drugs and smoking algorithm, which, you know, that's just more of like the West Coast or Detroit style of beats, you know, Rio type beats or Y&J. It's just more of that like West Coast and Detroit style. That's really all I can say for it. And this style also gets millions of views. So if you post a picture of a girl smoking or a picture of lean or, you know, stuff like that, then guess what? You're going to be recommended alongside other videos that are also getting millions of views in that niche if you have a hard beat. You know, what matters is you also have to have a hard beat. If your beat sucks, then, you know, you might luckily get a blow up, but we want to shoot for consistency and skill, right? This really is a skill-based business. And then we have the artist algorithm, and the artist algorithm is for the thumbnails with the artist on the picture. In this case, let's say it's a Lil Baby type beat like the picture above. When the artist is on the picture, it will only be shown up next to other Lil Baby type beats, right? And this limits your reach. So the only reason this happens is because of the thumbnail, not the title. If you posted a Lil Baby type beat with a picture of a watch, it would be shown next to other type beats with watches as the thumbnail, which many people are doing, giving you insane reach, right? So the thumbnail really determines a lot of your success, and people never talk about this, right? But the keyword is not what matters, it's the thumbnail and the beat. That's what matters. And then, you know, we have the worldwide mainstream algorithm, right? Which is like freestyle beats, trap beats, freestyle type beats, you know, it's all that stuff. Which if you were to try and do thumbnails like this with the same type of keywords, you know, a thumbnail like this with freestyle type beat, it would flop because it won't get in the same algorithm. Now, if you have thumbnails like this with colored backgrounds that really shows similarities that YouTube will be looking for, if someone clicks on a thumbnail like this with the similar type of beat, it will be shown next to other beats like this, which these videos get millions and millions of views. So what I'm saying is, you know, all the thumbnails and all this stuff like really matters. It's a lot nerdier than you might think. So hopefully this diagram and me explaining it kind of makes you understand it better, because it can be complicated when you're first getting into this. And I myself didn't know a lot of this stuff for years, right? But once I figured it out, my channels blew up very fast. Now over here, we have the business model. So let's just dive into the basics of the business model. So what we have is, our traffic on the left, right? This can be YouTube, TikTok, or whatever. In this case, this video is about YouTube, and YouTube is your best traffic source. So let's say you get the traffic from your YouTube, then we funnel it. We funnel all the people that watch that video, and we get them to opt in, right? So maybe we were giving away free beats or whatnot. We get their email, and then now we're sending them emails, right? We're nurturing the leads, which is then when we sell later on, okay? And then, what we're selling is our products. So in this case, it could be individual beats, right? $300 to $200 leases, or beat packs, or vocal presets, if you have the skills. And that's our products, right? And down here we have our flywheel. And this is just something I made, where we get the traffic, it goes through a sales process, right? And then we get them to go from free to paid, right? And then we can get into affiliates and all that stuff later, but this is essentially a quick rundown of the business model right here. So if you want, you can screenshot this and study it, or draw it in your own notepad or something like that. I think this kind of, I'm a visual learner, so this for me, if I was to see this when I was first starting out, it would simplify it a lot more for me. Now that you understand the basics of how this game works, and you kind of have an idea of how to get started, I've put together 3 tips for you that nobody talks about on YouTube, and these strategies will help you excel in this business. So tip number 1 is to make your beats longer. The reason behind this is because now more than ever, YouTube has been pushing long form videos out. So if you can keep people watching for longer, they'll push your video out way more, right? They'll reward you for it, because you're keeping people on the platform longer. Now this leads me into my second tip, which is to create longer session times. And I made a video about this about 2 days ago. The way you can do this is by putting together an hour-long playlist of your best beats and upload that to your YouTube channel. Once you've done that, you can put the link to your hour-long playlist of beats in the description of all your regular 3 or 4 minute videos, and this funnels the artist into that video, creating a longer session time. So if an artist really likes one of your regular type beats, they are way more likely to click the link in the description to watch that hour-long video. And even if they only watch for 5 to 10 minutes, that gives you nearly a 15-minute session time per person, which tells YouTube to promote the shit out of your channel. Now look, if this is way too over your head, no worries. After you're done watching this video, check the description down below and watch my other YouTube video where I'll explain everything for you. Let me tell you, it will save you a lot of time and headaches. Now for the final tip for today's video, please adapt to the trends. If you stay stuck in the past, your music will never evolve, meaning your business will never grow. So always keep an eye out on what's trending and what sound is making waves in the industry. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.